My brilliant idea began with a very productive evening of binge watching anime on Netflix. So let me explain. I started a new job recently, and I got home and I was watching this TV show called Cells at Work. It's about a red blood cell who has also started a new job to deliver oxygen and nutrients in the body. So she is struggling to find her way around. She keeps getting lost and attacked by germs, and she constantly needs to be rescued by this really cool looking white blood cell. So as I'm watching this TV show, I start thinking to myself, the human body really does function a lot like a tiny city. It has the same needs that a city like Sydney would have. So for instance, we both need energy to function. We both need to store things. We both produce waste. And most importantly, we both face threats to our survival. When I was in architecture school, I learned this super interesting concept called biomimicry, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's design inspiration that is taken from nature. So as I was watching this show, I asked myself, what if we as designers could borrow from the functionalities of our own bodies to design cities that were just as resilient? And I decided to call this anatomy mimicry. So I did some digging, and I found 3 case studies around the world that already seem to be implementing this anatomy mimicry concept. The first one is to do with our skin. It's the largest organ and our first layer of protection from the external environment. To see how we can apply this, let's go to China, where a landscape architect has a very non-conventional approach to tackling flooding. Hainan is a province in southern China that is notorious for its typhoons. And to deal with this, Kong Jianyu has conceptualized this idea that he calls a sponge city. A sponge city is basically landscaping that surrounds a river and absorbs the force of the river during a flood. In this way, it acts as a buffer wall between the river and the surrounding communities, protecting them from damage in the very same way that our skin protects our internal tissues from damage. The second case study is to do with our nervous system and its ability to quickly send impulses to the brain. To see how we can apply this, let's go to Finland, where a local council is using technology to make the world a better place, something that even Silicon Valley is yet to figure out. They're using a technology called digital twin technology. A digital twin is a virtual replica of a physical asset. So how it works is the asset sends live data to a computerized twin in the city's smart grid. This means that the council can monitor in real time electricity, heating, and water, and then make decisions on how to improve efficiency based on consumption patterns. Our last case study is to do with the body's ability to maintain its organs for the duration of your lifetime. So think of it this way. You're born with an organ, say your heart, and this same heart keeps you alive until the moment you die. So even if the individual cells have a shorter lifespan, the actual organ itself is functioning for the entirety, or at least the majority of your lifetime. To see how we can apply this one, let's go to Portland in America, where a local government has passed a law to move away from the demolition of buildings into the deconstruction of buildings. This means that materials can be stripped away in the layers that they were put up, ensuring as much salvageable material as possible. This creates a circular economy where materials are constantly in reuse and not just dumped in a landfill as waste. In fact, Portland Council has reported that this deconstruction technique has resulted in the equivalent of removing 100 and 16 diesel cars from the road in 1 year. So my key takeaway from this anatomy mimicry concept is this. As we continue to face threats like bushfires and floods, we as designers need more innovative urban design techniques to maintain life in the same way the human body does. And I believe that we could discover revolutionary solutions if we literally dug deep inside for answers. Thank you.